Whoa. Alright, so this is the tier list. So, what we want to do here is use all of the items for, what is it, the dwelling. And these will be the items that you should get in the dwelling. And this is from A to S to D, it appears. Pickaxe S tier. Do we want to start with pickaxe? The Matic, I believe. The Matic, it allows you to go deeper, which makes you clear the dwelling fairly fast. Of course it can break, but the Matic, it's okay. You're not really using it in Volcana, and you're not really going to be using it. You might be able to use it in jungle. I think it's a C tier. Well, I mean, you can clear the dwelling, and at some point you might want to clear up a slot. Royal Jelly, keep in mind these are mostly things that you will find in the shop. And Royal Jelly is not a common shop item. It is usually something you will find maybe in a cave shop, but not in your normal shop. And is not a very common item, so I will not include it. Although it is very good. I think it gives you like 6 HP. But yeah, the compass, it... I'm sorry, the Matic's not S tier. The compass, it just lets you know where it is. It might help you out in both magma and jungle. It's okay. Okay, the parachute. Yeah, we are also considering like stealing items as well, even though that comes with the drawback of the shopkeepers being mad at you, but you can also get a shotgun out of the shopkeepers. So, but the parachute is only 1,000 in the dwelling. Is very cheap, and is not a bad idea. It prevents you from taking like 1 point of hit points sometimes, or 1 point of damage. Might even put it A tier since it's like so cheap. You can just grab it real quick. Not so useful when you want to disrupt the shop, when you would like want to steal from the shopkeeper.
What if we just made spacesuits?
Excuse me?
Or just...
I don't know why that was going off. But yeah, very good. Would recommend picking it up. The Ujat Eye, you do get this in the dwelling. It is useful for going to Vlad, which can get you Excalibur, etc., etc. Yeah, it's not too hard to get. I would go get it. It's just spectacles though. It's not really a shopkeeper item, but it's not hard to get. So I would grab it especially if you're going for Vlad. The Capella, also not a shopkeeper item, but once you sacrifice enough, this will be 2 stages. You can sacrifice 2 Monties to get this, but you won't get 2 Monties in a single level, so you might have to get either lucky or just sacrifice a bunch of other guys. I think it takes 5 or something. But the Capella is very good. The problem is how hard it is to get. Sometimes depends on RG, depends on your seed perhaps. But it's not a shop item, so I don't know if I want to tier this. The hover pack is actually pretty good. Kind of like the cape, but just a little bit better. But it can also explode, which is a problem for Volcana, which I feel like makes me want to tier it below the cape whenever we get to the cape. So I'll say it's better than the Matic. I guess if we're gonna include the Ujat, I should include the Capella, shouldn't I? Whatever. If I include the Capella, it's very good. Like, it is a super good item. Maybe a S tier. Like, you just get health. Not super helpful if you get roasted in Volcana though. No matter how much health you have, you'll die to lava. But I think you might. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just die. So this is the old note. I like how that's here, even though that's irrelevant to what we're doing. A rope pile. So say you see a rope pile in the shop, I would recommend getting it over the Matic. The Matic is still 7,000. You might have to steal it. At least 7,000, I think, right? Skeleton key. really recommend you get this because it is only 3,000. Unless you're stealing, this is completely easy. And also, it can potentially get you a lot of money because there are just random caves. Maybe you can open up the turkey guys thing. Wait, actually, does it get mad at you if you open that? Also going for the might not be as good as I thought. It's only 3,000 though, so I think picking it up is a very good idea. The cape. Okay, the cape. It's okay. It's kind of like a parachute, but it costs a lot more. You might have to steal it. Which of course is not great for an item, but it is. It's decent. You know, I think it's better than the hover pack, at least for where we are, because Volcana is very dangerous. But if you plan to go to jungle, maybe prefer the hover pack. But yeah. All right, the jetpack. This S tier. Okay. Small issue. It will explode if you go to Volcana, but you can just avoid everything because it is the jetpack. The jetpack is very strong. It is very good. It allows you to do a lot. It saves you a lot of time sometimes. It can save your rope. Yeah. The telepack. This thing, this is kind of due to skill, but based on my experience with it, there's a lot of B tiers here. Maybe I should spread this out. So, there, C tier. Webgun, D tier. This thing does not help you at all. It might like help you a little bit. It can slow down maybe a bat that's chasing you in the dwelling. Volcana, it can kind of prevent things from moving, but like it's not very good. It doesn't do any damage. It actually prevents you from using your whip, and it's just not super great, which is quite unfortunate. If there's a use out like that's like super handy that I don't know about, I wouldn't doubt it, but as far as I know, in the dwelling it is not super helpful. The power pack. It is I really like the power pack. It gives you more bombs and also, or it gives you bigger bombs. Sorry, and also your whip is fire now. So cooked turkey no longer needs bombs, and it just does more damage. Right? It does 2 damage instead of 1, so you can take out anything with just your whip. Super handy. I like it a lot. I will put it in the bottom of A tier. Bombs. In the shop, I would always grab bombs, right? The jetpack, you'll be stealing the jetpack. This is including the bomb boxes as well. And let me find the rope. Wait, no, there isn't a rope box, is there? But the bomb boxes I'd probably steal more, but the bombs are very good, very cheap. You always need bombs, especially power pack wise. Bombs are very nice, especially if you get sticky bombs, which we can talk about later. Where's the glue? There's glue. I found the glue. Oh, glue's gone. Oh, there's a glue. Glue's very good, but the bombs are all about it. So the shotgun, you get one of these. If you see one of these in the shop, it does not help you too much because the shopkeeper already gives you a shotgun if you try to steal. But the shotgun can be used to kill the shopkeeper in order so that you can steal. It opens up opportunities. If it is the only weapon there, you can take it, or you can buy it. Same with the freeze ray. So I actually want to put these both in the same tier because the shotgun has more range, has more spread, but the freeze ray can just insta-kill like anything. Stealing wise, I think these are good. You can also buy the freeze ray. The shotgun's not really as worth it. So I would put the freeze ray over the shotgun. But they're both very good, very useful weapons. If you have like something like the power pack, it's not as helpful because you might want to use the whip for the power pack. But of course you can just drop them. The jetpack, Oh, I was about to say something. Oh yeah, they're very well paired with the jetpack. Something else that's very well paired with the jetpack we can talk about later. So here's the crossbow. The crossbow, it's so it shoots an unbreakable arrow, which is good, and it tends to like bounce right back to you, and it does a good bit of damage. It's not super good. It's not nearly on the level as the shotgun, but it is a bit cheaper. So I want to say it is below the Matic. The Matic is plenty helpful, and I feel like I want to put the parachute to the top of B tier because it is so cheap. The camera can be used to steal from the shopkeepers. In the dwelling, goodness. It's like it can somewhat help you like in Jungle and Volcano, but it's like not nearly as helpful again as the shotgun and freezer. Oh, also something to mention, the shotgun, the shotgun, like projectiles get bounced back by like the robots in Volcano, so that is something to watch out for. The shotgun has more range and spread, so if it's more likely to get bounced back, and if it does bounce back, you're gonna be in trouble, especially if you're near lava. So I'll be watching out for that. The camera though, kind of mediocre. Kind of useful for stealing. You can stun the shopkeeper and then take his shotgun. You don't even need to kill him. You can just take the shotgun if that's all you want. Maybe it was in an accessory store, so there's like a bunch of other items. You can actually get away with without killing him, which is helpful because it stuns them for quite a bit actually. But actually buying it, actually using it afterward is not nearly enough. So yeah, definitely not a D tier. No. The teleporter. It's another one of those things, but I feel like it goes under the telepack for me, but it is also just cheating. So maybe I bring it above the Matic. Maybe I'll have a new light because like the teleporters are cheating. The telepack is just a bit better in my opinion. Sometimes you might want a jetpack instead, but if you don't have that option, the telepack is nice. But these things are just cheating sometimes. I think there's an RNG on how far you can go with each. But yeah, you kind of just skip levels with these. They're pretty good, kind of unreliable sometimes, but like even just like map RNG, like yep, the walls might be too thick. But yeah, I think they're over the Matic because like the Matic can like help you open things, but these things are just much faster, much easier. Yeah, so here's the machete. Machete's good for like killing the shopkeeper, and that's about it. It kind of ruins Kali if you we're trying to sacrifice to Kali to get the Capella, which is super good, right? Also not shopkeeper, but the machete, it's only 3,000. It's actually a useful weapon. It's actually so cheap though. Like maybe top of C tier. It is definitely cheaper than the camera. I find it just as useful, but yeah. The boomerang. How good is the boomerang? I kind of think it's like on the level with the machete. Oh, let me please. There we go. Keep in mind we are only looking at things that you can get in the shopkeep. In Dwelling 1, outside of Ujjarai and Kapla. The boomerang, it's like a weapon that you can use from range. It is very cheap. It can actually be very nice. It also can be used to kill the shopkeeper. Honestly, might put it above crossbow. I think crossbow, like, it's just a bit more expensive. I think I'd rather buy a boomerang than buy a crossbow. It's just cheaper. It's like I have no chance to lose the arrow. Like I would lose a boomerang, I guess, but yeah, boomerang's easy. It's cheap. In the jungle, you'll find lots of them. In Volcano, you won't. Won't really be as helpful for the second worlds, but can be pretty helpful for the first world. The wooden shield. I don't know if you get the wooden shield. It might be on sale due to the caveman sometimes selling it. But other than that, I don't really see it being available. So, like, outside of, like, the second worlds, like, I never see it in a shop. But let's assume it's here. It's not good. It's better than the web gun. It's just a rock, basically. That kind of protects you a little bit sometimes. And you could shove items with it, I guess, which also is annoying at the same time. I don't know. But its counterpart, the metal shield, is actually pretty decent. The metal shield, it protects you from any of the traps in the dwelling. It protects you not from lava, but actually I don't know if it protects you from any fire attack, which could be a drop for it. It also doesn't protect you from the witch doctor, anything witch doctor, which is also kind of not great. But you can throw it at the witch doctor. I guess you got that. It's okay. It's so expensive, so you're gonna want to steal it, which is like not good. It's like so expensive. But like, if you do, I guess if you do steal from the shopkeeper, this can protect you from the shopkeeper getting it back at you. Like, you pretty much get it free back into it, but it also takes up a space in your hand, which is just not really worth it. It's not really worth it. The totem? Should I include the totem here? This isn't a shopkeeper item. No, I'm not. Paste. Very good. Paste. It is, it allows your bombs to stick to things. Very handy in jungle. The issue is that you get it also from jungle. Because of the giant spiders, and I think from 2.2 and beyond. I don't know if they can spawn in 2.1, but Volcana though, if you plan on going to Volcana, paste is super good. Say if you want to do the Vlad thing, you can. Actually, I don't know if Vlad dies, but super strong paste is. Especially when paired with the Pitcher's Mitt, which we didn't even get to yet, did we? Nope. In the dwelling, its cost is only 5,000. I would usually recommend getting this, so I'm gonna say top of A tier. Because it is an accessory, you will want it at some point in the game. And yeah, dwelling is not a bad time for it unless you plan on going to jungle. The eggplant, should we include this? No, no. Cooked turkey, also not a shopkeeper item, might find it in the caves. Maybe? Can it? Does it sell in the caves? Clover, leprechaun, spectacles. Okay, spectacles. It's just the Ujat eye, but it doesn't have anything to it. Like, it doesn't do anything. I actually think the compass is more helpful than the Ujat eye and the spectacles, but if we're not considering how the Ujat eye gets you to perhaps Excalibur, to get the crown, etc., etc. They're the same thing, and they're about 3,000. They're very cheap. They're not super helpful. Sometimes you can find an item in a block, like a random item, which is very helpful because maybe you can bomb it, and maybe you find like a jetpack in the ground or something, maybe a shotgun. Now we have the climbing gloves, which are great when combined with the jetpack because it refreshes the jetpack fuel whenever you're on a wall. This is also helpful later in the game, but honestly, these things are 8,000. Might want to consider stealing them, which honestly just drops it down for me. But they're also very helpful. Can prevent you from taking fall damage sometimes. But in the jungle, I don't think it's going to be super helpful necessarily because of all the spikes and stuff. Damn. I don't know how to place this. Let's put it here, right? Bottom of A tier. It's super good, right? the pitcher's mitt, right? Alright, the pitcher's mitt, it's very good in combination with the paste. You get to throw bombs and other items at, like, straight, dude. There's zero gravity with items that you have thrown. They go in a straight line, no matter what. Therefore, it is very good. It is 5,000. It's especially useful with the paste and perhaps even the power pack, because bombs are so strong against like certain strong enemies, and yeah. But the paste is like the main part of it, and the the pitcher's mitt is not. Like you can gonna do things without the pitcher's mitt that you can't do with the pitcher's mitt, and it can be kind of frustrating at times. But it is only 5,000. It is also very good. It is cheaper than the climbing gloves, so I will put it a little bit above. The jump boots. Alright, these let you jump, like, normally you'd be able to jump up to 2 blocks. These let you jump 3 blocks. And by, like, 2 blocks, I mean, like, be able to jump from the ground and, be able to latch onto a block that is 3 blocks high. Higher? Whatever. But yeah. The spring boots, they're pretty good. They're like 5,000, I think. Yeah, it's an accessory item, which is very valuable to you, which means it doesn't take up on something in your hand. It doesn't take up a backpack. It is purely just this. Therefore, I think it is better than the cape, and as such, we'll put it at the top of B tier. The spike boots, however. Okay, so the spike boots, they're in the dwelling. They're pretty handy, because they get to take out anything that you step on. Like, and the mini boss at 1-4 can also take damage due to the spike boots, which makes getting rid of it a little bit easier. If you have nothing else the spike boots can do. But after 1-4, the jungle, it is sort of helpful in the jungle. There are like the Tiki guys and the witch doctors, which all go down in one hit due to the spike boots, which is very good. The Volcana, however, like there's not too much there that really is impacted by the spike boots, so depending on where you go, maybe the spike boots have less use. But in the dwelling it is great, in the jungle it is great, in the tide pool it's okay. Like it really doesn't help too much in the tide pool, honestly. Man, and like say if you go to the temple, it's not really going to be helping you too much there either, because the temple is crazy. So overall, very great in the dwelling, very great for jungle, very early game kind of thing. And I believe it goes in right below the spring boots. The spring boots help you get to places that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do. The spike boots can allow you to do like kill some things that maybe you wouldn't be able to kill before, and much easier. But I think that is everything. Like everything that you'll find in the dwelling. Not quite everything that's in the shopkeep in the dwelling, but I tried. I sort of tried. But yeah. Let's see if I look at everything here. I kind of want to put paste in S tier because of how good it is. Issue is if you don't have bombs, paste isn't that helpful. Move the Matic up to A tier. The Matic, no. No, the pickaxe, not super helpful once you get to the 5th world, the ice world. Like not at all, in fact. You'll actually probably want a cape or a jetpack once you get to there. and item in your hand really doesn't matter too much at that point, but the pickaxe isn't gonna help you. Well, I mean, considering that it is like pretty useful in the dwelling, maybe I can move it up a bit. Just maybe, but also it's not better than the teleporters. In fact, I might move up the teleporters a bit. There. So, I think the teleporters are super busted at times, especially within the dwelling. It's just like, on the tier of what's good versus what isn't, like, maybe the teleporter is better than the telepack, because it doesn't require you to jump, but the Matic is just slower than the teleporters. It is a bit safer though. But yeah, I believe that is it. I think, like, with my knowledge of the game, in the dwelling, this is about accurate, about what you want. Bombs are super helpful all the time, especially once you get paste, and a pitcher's mitt is rather nice. The jetpack is super good, but it is also super expensive, which is why you'll probably be stealing it. And yeah, the Capula is super good for late game, although it is not a shopkeep item, which is why I'm kind of hesitant to put it up anywhere any further. But and yeah, so same with the Ujat Eye, which helps you later on. So yeah, that's it. I don't know. I don't know if making tier lists is really something I will be doing often. I might do it for like one for every world, and especially when I play the game more, I can get down to it more. Like I can do, like, say I can start jungle and Volcana later on. Yeah, but I'd have to know more about the later ends of the game. This is solely based on early game, going into the mid game. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed the tier list, and let me know if you want to see more.